Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of this Factorio guide series. As always, I'm here with Zuri,
Hello.
and we we have quite a bit to explain here. We had a technical issue. The last episode that we had recorded got trashed because my stupid laptop shut down before I could save it, and we lost it. So we've set up like an entire iron output or copper outpost. And yeah, we need to go over some stuff.
Yeah, we upgraded the belts on this too because the yellow belt just doesn't unload fast enough. And technically, this can feed an express belt,
Right.
but I don't think we're going to use those anytime soon.
Yeah, most likely not. Quite yet. So yeah, the unloading here is really pretty straightforward. I mean, it doesn't even really require much explaining because it's really straightforward. Again, we're just getting this inserter stack size bonus from the chest and the cargo wagon, and this is pretty simple. The loading, though, Zuri can explain that once we get up there.
Okay. Now, I did build it on camera before, the simpler version, but we actually implemented it up here.
Right. Yeah, so you can actually see it in use.
And it's basically a 1:16 with one belt on each side fed back into one of these set of splitters.
Okay.
And you can basically
Right, yeah.
feed both of these with two red belts and it'll completely eat it up. Or one express belt.
Okay. Yeah, because we only have, we obviously only have 14 here. So that's why these are being fed back through. Otherwise, as Zuri said, it's just a 2:16.
Yeah, this is my station loading design, and it was really awesome. The new trailer for Factorio you find on the Steam page and on the website now has
Mm-hmm.
this unloader when they say solve logistical problems.
Oh, really? I didn't notice it was actually this specific one.
Yeah, it is. Look for it next time you see it. I think it's hilarious.
Wow, for sure, yeah. That's really cool.
So we went over signals last time.
Oh, yeah, we'll need to go over that. Or, yeah, I think we did that actually the episode.
Before, yeah, the one before that was lost. We kind of covered up this coal patch, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So never stand on the tracks.
Yeah, pretty good tip. You'll get squished pretty quick.
I think one of the important things is the regular signal after the chain signal. You want to be at least one train length down, so it doesn't
Right.
clog the intersection.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, I think we got everything covered with this. We should move on to the build for solar and accumulators.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome that once we get to it, Zuri's going to show off a very nice setup that has like all the perfect ratios and it looks nice and really cool.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. And actually, really quick, one thing someone in the comments mentioned a video or two ago, something we didn't mention about like requester chests and requesting the amount, because I had mentioned that I get annoyed by it like automatically requesting 100 or whatever, is we've gone over that you can copy recipes between assembling machines. You can use that same method to copy recipe requirements into a requester chest, and it will request double whatever the recipe is. So like these fast transport belts, if I were to shift right click this assembler and shift left click the requester, it would request 10 gears and 2 transport belts automatically, and then you can change it from there if you want. But that's just a really good thing to know and makes it a lot faster. But yeah, so we gotta automate some solar panels and accumulators, obviously.
Yep. And we'll feed them with felts, but place directly into chests. So
Right.
I'm thinking for solar, we want a combined steel copper line and then a circuit line. And I'm thinking 10 assembly machines will be enough. And
Okay.
about the same for accumulators.
Right.
All that needs is iron plates because the bots will bring the batteries.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, so since they take 10 seconds a piece, and we're going to want a lot of them, 10 may seem overkill at first, but it's gonna be fine. Alright, so grab some belt here. And yeah, so I mean, for now our power is kind of okay, but we definitely will want to transition to solar. It's obviously clean energy in the fact that it doesn't produce pollution, and yeah. This is all for are both these lines for solar or accumulators?
I was thinking this one's for accumulators.
Okay.
You can just put the iron belt down the middle with a neat little trick.
Alright, don't we need to space these out like one more?
Yes.
There we go.
That's what I get for eyeballing it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah. We can just run this through. I'll hook it up. And I mean, we haven't really gone over it. For solar and accumulators, so solar panels, obviously, pretty much anyone who knows anything about how anything works in the real world, obviously solar panels, they get their energy from the sun. Same thing in Factorio. During the day, they'll give you energy, but obviously at night they won't. So that's what the accumulators are for. They're essentially just like a battery bank that'll hold energy and then supply your base at night when your solar panels aren't running. So that's kind of how that works. A little later on, we can go into more of like the ratios once we actually set it up, and then the storage capacity of the accumulators and such. Kind of clarify some stuff.
I totally did not leave enough room for power poles in here.
Is there any way to make it fit?
Not really.
Whoops. Third
There
try's
you
a
go
charm.
again.
Okay, well, I'll set up some solar stuff over here. So we're gonna do shared copper and steel, and then a circuit. So I'm kind of just making this up as I go. Hopefully this works. Alright, we had these chests automated, didn't we?
Yeah, don't worry about putting the... You might as well just run 2 regular belts down the middle and put the outputs on the outside.
Right, yeah, because they don't have to have...
I'm just cramming them in here because I can.
One, two, three, four, five. Oh. A little bit of lag. Alright.
I'm setting the fast inserters to 1,000 of each.
The smart ones. Okay, yeah. So again, that may sound like a lot, but solar panels don't really provide much energy. For comparison, the steam engine does 510 kilowatts each, and the solar panels only do 60. So it's like not quite a tenth of the steam engine power. So it does require quite a lot of them to actually provide any useful amount of power. Alright. Grab some inserters.
Again, just build one of them and let the bots do the rest.
Oh yeah, I always... Damn it. I always forget I have robots. Yeah, so I'm gonna blueprint this here. Oh dear. And I'll just paste it over it. Kind of. Never mind. Yeah, so when you put it over something and it's blue like this, that means that it's like that it matches up, right? And it's going to fill in any gaps that aren't there. If you can see when I bring it like part way down, it's obviously not going to work because you can't put an assembling machine over two others. So that's just kind of how that works. This is probably overkill on inserters, but we'll find out.
Might have to increase the request amount for batteries. It doesn't seem to be keeping up with. And I'm sorry I set the ping so low. I should have set it higher.
And we can fix it after this episode. But what are we missing? Oh. But yeah, so increasing the amount for batteries, that's fine. So I don't know that I really need this many long-handed inserters. Kinda don't think so.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overkill, and you can fit power poles where they were.
Okay. So I'm going to take one off here of each one. Alright, these guys just do every other. Alright, and yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. We're just kind of doing what we've done here before, just sticking them in task providers. We'll set some logistics limits here. It's already set 1,000 of each. And yeah, so this will eat through resources pretty good. We'll probably need to increase smelting and stuff to keep up, because I mean, each of these guys takes 15 circuits alone. And again, I'm just shift right clicking this one and then shift left clicking these to copy and paste the recipes. Now blueprints will copy and paste that stuff too, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty useful. I hope they add the modules to the blueprints too. I've seen plans for it, screenshots from the devs.
Yeah, that would be really nice, because currently blueprints won't copy over any modules that are in machines, so you have to manually stick them in, which becomes a huge pain. Okay, so now we just need a combined copper and steel line. So I'm going to bring this up here. Okay, so what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna do a little something messy. I'm just gonna combine it here.
Haha.
There we go. Perfect. Kind of. Almost ready.
Close enough.
There we go. Close enough. Okay, so now these are combined. Can just underground this guy. And I lined it up wrong. Wonderful. Oh dear.
I'll fix it.
Yeah, I could have sworn I lined that up right, but I guess not. There we go. Now it's all good. These guys will get what they need. And, yeah, so now we got solar panels, accumulators being made up to 1,000, and I didn't copy these over here? I guess not. What? Oh, it's because we don't have a logistics network over here yet.
As soon as we place a robo port down, it should copy it.
Well, we're barely outside the range, yeah, so. Okay, you got one.
Yeah, it copied correctly, and now they're building.
Awesome. So we'll take a look at production here. Things seem to actually be holding up pretty decently. We actually have a bit of an iron shortage. So that could become an issue pretty soon.
Well, then let's expand it. Unless it's iron ore.
Yeah, well, no, it is iron ore. About half of our things aren't getting any.
Oh, I gotcha.
And this guy is about as tapped as we can possibly get it here.
That reminds me of something. I think our train ran out of fuel.
Oh yeah, it did. Whoops. So, there you go. Always remember to fuel your stations. I have a really bad habit of always forgetting to fuel them. So I'm just gonna set up some requester chests here to bring in solid fuel or something. We have tons of it.
Yep, and shortly here we're going to build even more.
Yep. And it's probably pretty intuitive, but you only need to fuel it at one station, obviously, because it's going to be going back and forth, so there's no need to fuel it at both stops. It's kind of just a waste at that point. Alright, there we go. So we're going to need some more iron here pretty soon. Now how are we doing on oil? Okay, we have quite a lot. Now you set up the oil to be actually dumped into this system, our main system, didn't you? Kind of.
What do you mean?
Our main setup over here, I guess it's just getting oil from these two pumps. Kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, we need to hook that up now. That the oil line's removed.
Okay. And I don't... This isn't in the network, probably. Is the problem. Yep, barely not.
That's hilarious. I'll put a report right here. I've got one on me.
Alright. Yeah, so that's kind of a good point. When setting up stuff, it's always good to kind of double check because it may look like this would be in the network, but it was actually like 2 tiles outside of it. And it can cause a lot of stuff to not work and then create issues elsewhere. And yeah, so iron is actually becoming a major issue. Our belts are like a third of the way full or less right now. Which is weird because this was like supplying all of this for a while and only 1 or 2 miners seem to have mined out.
Did we have another iron mine somewhere? This couldn't have been it.
I don't think so, because our other one over here is just completely dedicated to steel. Which, I mean, I suppose we could pull some off of that.
No, it's
But
Steel's eating all of it right now, and it's only going to get worse.
yeah. So we're going to need to do some more iron here.
Yep, time for an iron outpost, I guess.
Oh yeah. But I think that's actually probably a good place to end it here. So, yeah, we'll maybe figure some stuff out next time. Possibly do an iron outpost, and we'll see. So, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If there is any questions, leave them down in the comments, and we will catch you next time.
Later.